All right, here we go, guys. We are live. Welcome to the I Am a Business show. I'm not a businessman. I am a businessman. And I'm excited that we are here live. Looking forward to sharing with you guys some really neat secrets, right? Today, you're going to have the opportunity to look over my shoulder as I show you exactly how money is actually generated online, okay? It's not what you think, okay? But it's going to be something that's going to blow your mind. So whether you're watching the replay, and you're either watching this on Meerkat, you're watching it on YouTube, or you're watching it on the I Am a Business show, I really want you guys to pay close attention here. I want to apologize for the delay because we are normally supposed to broadcast at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is actually 22 minutes ago, but we had slightly a technical difficulty. And to be truthfully honest with you guys, I'm just completely terrible at technicality. Okay, so just make sure you guys hold tight with me. Again, just making sure everything is good to go. Sound is good. All right, so give me just a couple of seconds here before we go ahead and get started. I am looking forward to sharing with you guys some really powerful things here. So make sure you stick here with me, all right, as I'm going to be talking about how money is actually generated online. So give me a second here as we're setting up, okay? And I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys some really neat things here in just the next couple of minutes. So I want you to just give me a second here. Just want to make sure everything's good to go. And if everything is good to go, then we are going to go ahead and get started. The only thing that I just want to make sure we are good to go on happens to be the link that I have on YouTube. Okay, so as soon as that link is ready to go, we are going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so just please be patient with me. Okay, please be patient with me. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. Just give me 1 second. Your patience is very much respected, so thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and I have some awesome content to share with you guys today. Looking forward to sharing with you guys. So we are going to go ahead and get started here. Okay, so that is good. Okay, just want to make sure again that is good. Okay, boom. Okay, cool. So we are live, okay, and we're going to go ahead and get started on this beautiful day, okay? I'm broadcasting live today from Jersey City, okay, and I'm so excited that you guys are here. Okay, I do see a lot of people that are going to start coming in. All right, we are live on YouTube, Meerkat, and the IamABusinessShow.com. We're here live Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about the components. We talk about a lot of neat things that are going to help you become the best business you can become, right? The reason why I call it the I Am a Business Show is because I really believe that you're not just a businessman, right? You are literally the business, right? And I actually got it from Jay-Z, one of his songs where he says, I'm not a businessman, I am a businessman, right? So a lot of us sometimes are under the assumption that it's the product that we're selling, it's the company that we're promoting. But the reality is that ultimately people are going to buy from people, not from companies. So you are literally the breathing, talking, and walking billboard that is going to represent your business. So I'm excited to share with you guys some really neat stuff today. And today specifically, we're going to be talking about how money is generated online. And it's definitely not what you think, okay? It's not what you think, and it's not what everyone has been telling you, okay? If you are interested in that, I want to let you know that I have something really neat prepared for you guys. And we're going to be broadcasting this. Normally it's 30 minutes, but we're going to be going for an hour. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really neat things, okay? So make sure you stick around. Make sure you stick around because I do have a special gift and something special that I want to share with you guys. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started here, okay? And I want to just first start off by sharing with you guys how I actually got introduced to the internet, right? Just like many of you guys, I never really understood the power in the internet. I never really understood the potential and the opportunity that right now we are literally standing on, right? The way I look at it is that, you know, what happened back in the day, back in 1949, when the gold mine was going crazy and people were flying down to San Francisco because they actually wanted to find gold and dig for gold, I truly believe that's exactly what's happening right now on the internet, right? So so that's the reason why it's such a popular topic, and it's one of the things that I got involved in 2013. And at the time, I was actually running a martial arts school, okay? And when I was running a martial arts school, there was nothing wrong with it. I was actually very content. I was happy, but I wanted to do something else. I wanted to expand, and I wanted to do what I was doing on the martial arts, but on a larger scale And what better place to do it, or what better platform to do it than to be able to do it online, than to be able to do it on the internet, right? I think there's no better place to reach more people right now than, of course, the internet, right? So, with that being said, let me just make sure I look at some of these things here, some of my notes here that I have for you guys, and I'm gonna pull these notes out, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and get started, okay? One of the things that I do want to share with you guys today is that this is definitely not going to be one of those things where it's going to be filled with hype and fluff or anything like that, right? As a matter of fact, I have a concise plan, and we're going to break this down into 3 specific components, which is going to be the automation in your business, okay? Because you need automation in the business to actually make money, or to make money the right way, right? Because there's a lot of people say, there's a great quote or a great saying that says, you can get rich by accident, but you can't get wealthy by accident, right? It takes strategy, it takes commitment, it takes a lot of these components that I'm going to be sharing with you guys to actually develop wealth on the internet, right? So there's going to be 3 things I'm going to be breaking down. The first thing is going to be automation. The second thing is going to be list segmenting. And the third thing is going to be how to develop an online presence so actually people listen to you, people actually enjoy what you're saying, and people actually want to buy from you or whatever you're selling, okay? So with that being said, let's get right into it, my friends, okay? You see, it was back in August 2013, and it was actually around the summertime, where I actually remember vividly, like it was yesterday. I remember running a martial arts school. I remember teaching the kids, and I remember one day, all of a sudden, I was on YouTube searching something up, and all of a sudden, I kind of started going down this rabbit hole, and I started to see these different things, and these landing pages and these capture pages, and these people talking about how they've been able to make money online, and how they do it on a passive income, and how they do it by traveling the beaches of the world, and they do all of these different things. And the truth is, I was very intrigued, just like you may be intrigued right now. So in August, I never forget it, I was watching a video, and by the end of the video, I had the urge of wanting to buy what they were selling online, because it promised me a lot of things. It promised me just the whole world, honestly, right? And I vividly remember running upstairs to my wife's bedroom, and I remember opening up the door and saying, "Hey, babe, we have to buy this." And she's like, "Buy what?" And I'm like, "Look, I have no idea what it is really, but we need to buy because I really believe it's going to help us generate more income. And the cool thing about it is that we can do it from the internet," right? And I actually remember that moment, and I remember the feeling. I remember how it felt to finally be exposed and to experience something completely out of this world and completely different. So I actually remember rewinding the sales video, and I realized that what I was actually buying was a blog. Now, mind you, if you're like me, when I was first getting started, you probably had no idea what a blog is. And some of you guys who are watching this right now or watching the replay, you probably still don't know what a blog is, but it doesn't really matter, because that was my beginning journey of understanding how the internet worked, understanding the power, the opportunity, and just the ability to be able to do something just completely unique, and to be able to do it from the comfort of your home, and to be able to do it from the comfort of your laptop, as long as you have Wi-Fi connection and the internet. So 2013, it got started, and the truth is that there was a lot of things that I was missing, right? And I didn't understand that I needed a lot of these key components that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. And I was missing these key components because the truth was that it was my first time. I didn't really have a coach. I didn't really have anyone guiding me. A lot of the stuff that I was learning was just kind of like plug and play. Not plug and play. It was more like, me kind of grabbing from here, grabbing from there, grabbing from this book, grabbing from this video. And I kind of had all of this whole mixed and chopped up, weird kind of strategy to go about in my business. There was many times where I failed. There's many things that I did completely wrong. And there's many things that really held me back for a very long time. But of course, I've broken it down today to 3 simple things that I want to share with you guys today, as long as you guys are paying attention, and as long as you guys are willing to listen to the sound of my voice and open your mind to receive the beautiful and new possibility of actually receiving new information that can potentially change your life in a way that you can only imagine. You see, when I got started 2 years ago, I would have never thought that I would have learned the things that I've learned in the course of the last 2 years online. When I got started as an entrepreneur 5 years ago, when I was 19 years old, I would have never known the things that I would have learned and the person I would have become. And I'm sure if you're like me, or if you're anything like myself, then you probably remember a time when you made a decision to do something, not realizing the effect and the impact that it would do on your life until you finally decided to make that decision, right? And that's what I did when I got started online, and that's what I want to share with you guys today. So if you guys are ready and you guys are looking forward as much as I am to deliver, to receive this, and as much as I'm looking forward to teaching you this, then I want you guys to really pull out your notebooks and really pay close attention to the next couple of minutes that I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really powerful things, okay? So like I told you in the very beginning, this is actually going to be broken down into 3 things. It's going to be automation, list segmenting, and we're going to be talking about the online presence, okay? Now, of course, the first thing that you need to understand, if you're going to go online and you want to start your own online business or your own online coaching and consulting or whatever the case may be, you need to fully understand that when you're making that decision, you can't make that decision from having an employee mindset or from having from just having the wrong kind of mindset, right? I mean, if you ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad or the Cash Flow Quadrants, right? You got Robert Kiyosaki, which I'm sure you guys know, and if you guys know who I'm talking about, please put in the comments. And I just want to welcome the people who are coming to Meerkat and welcome the people who are on YouTube and the people who are watching on the I Am a Business show, okay? So if you guys remember the cash flow quadrants that Robert Kiyosaki wrote, he actually talks about how there's 4 quadrants in there. How you have the employee, then you have the one who actually has like a corporate job, then you have the business owner, then you have the investor, right? And you have to understand when you're making this decision to venture out into the internet and learn how to develop an online presence and how to develop an online business, you have to understand that you have to make it from the right side of the quadrant. You have to step into this with the right mindset. You have to understand it's not going to be easy and it's going to be challenging. And the truth is that whenever you're learning anything for the first time or anything that's brand new, you have to understand that that it's going to be challenging and it's going to require you guys to understand different things that are going to help you. They're going to help you, but in the very beginning may seem like it's very, very difficult or very, very hard. So I really want you guys to pay close attention regardless of the distractions or anything like that, right? So, one second. So I would think this should be done first, and then go. So back to what I was saying, right? So again, you have to have the right mindset when you're stepping into this, right? Because like anything else, the truth is that if you don't have the right mindset, and you're stepping into this not realizing or knowing or thinking it's easy or thinking it's not going to be difficult or it's not going to be challenging or you can become a billionaire in the overnight, you know, you're going to set yourself up for failure, the truth be told, okay? So you want to make sure you have an open mind to receive and understand that what you're doing right now is you're planting a seed for the long-term vision, right? You know, I wonder how our life would look if we started having a longer vision, if we had a long-term vision on things, right? Because sometimes, I'll be completely honest with you, sometimes there's things that require to have long-term vision. And building an online business requires you to have a long-term vision, right? Because if you have a short-term vision, you're going to end up quitting it. And you're not just going to quit it, but you're going to think it's a scam, or you're going to completely start blaming all of these other things that have nothing to do with why you failed, right? And truth be told is that the reason why people normally fail is because they don't understand these 3 components that I'm going to share with you right now at this moment, okay? So if that is something that you're willing to accept and you're willing to make the decision to step into it with this kind of mindset, then I want you guys to pay close attention, all right? So let's get right into it, all right? So when you're starting an online business and you want to learn how to generate money online, the first thing you're going to need, honestly, is going to be a vehicle, okay? But not just any kind of vehicle. You got to really figure out and you got to get clear on your target market, okay? So what does this necessarily mean, okay? This basically means that, you see, we all live in the marketplace, okay? And what I mean by that is that in the marketplace, there's a lot of people that solve other people's problems, okay? And you have to figure out how you can bring yourself, your skill sets, your value to the marketplace and figure out where your expertise would be needed, what your service or your product, or even if you already have a company or even if you're affiliated, whatever the case is, you got to figure out where that would be best needed in the marketplace. You got to figure out where those problems are and how your product, your service, or yourself can solve those problems, right? Because the truth is that you are only going to get rewarded for the problems that you solve in the marketplace. Because any problems that you don't solve or anything that you don't think you can solve, you're not going to be rewarded for it, okay? It's only going to reward you for the results that you can accomplish, all right? So this is very important when we're first getting started. A lot of people kind of let this kind of go over their heads, right? But the truth is that they shouldn't, right? They actually need to get clear on their target market. Okay, they have to get clear on the target market. So let's break this down a little bit more so you guys can understand, okay? You see, what niche do you believe, or niche do you believe that you can go in and somehow solve a problem in that niche, okay? So first, let's take a look at, I'll give you an example. I always like using this one. Let's take the fitness industry, for example, okay? And some of you guys who are watching this may be in the fitness industry, okay? But if we take a look at the fitness industry, right? You take a look at that and you say, okay, that's a niche, okay? The fitness industry would be a niche or a niche, okay? That a group of people who are into fitness, into working out, into looking better would kind of be in, right? So what would be some of the problems in that fitness niche? I can come up with one right now. The biggest problem that I see a lot of people sometimes have is when they hire a personal trainer in the gym. Number one, it's super expensive, okay? Not only is it super expensive, but they only get to see them when they're in the gym. And most of them sometimes don't really or even necessarily give them the right material, the right eating thing, or the right meal so they can actually lose the weight, right? A lot of the trainers just kind of focus on just standing there motivating you, but they don't really go into the details of what it takes, right? Or sometimes they're not there for the client, like they're not there for their clients the entire way, right? So if this is a problem, my job would be, okay, how can I be able to solve that problem? And I can just come up with an idea right now. I can literally start a personal training business if I really wanted to, right? Where people would actually have more accountability, they would have more access to me, and I'd be able to get more clientele. Okay, guys, so it seems like Meerkat just blacked out on me, okay? But I know we're still live here, okay? I know we are live, okay? And I think I just came back here. So, okay, no connection, okay? So let's see if I can get some connection here. Connection is restored. Okay, bam. Okay, we are live again. We are live. Okay, so I'm just waiting. Sorry about that. For those who are on YouTube or watching the replay, I just want to make sure that we're good to go here. Okay, and seems like we are. Just want to make sure 100% sure. So just give me a second here. Keep streaming. The crowd is there. Okay, cool. Okay, so we are gonna just rock and roll here, okay? And I'm gonna speak to the crowd on YouTube right now. And for those who want more information, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to the I Am a Business show, and the video is actually going to be on there. You guys can actually check it out. I apologize again, people who are on Meerkat, right? But if you guys actually go to the I Am a Business show, you guys can actually get access to the show, get access to the recording and the replay. And for those who are on my list, I'm going to be sending this replay to you guys. So going back to what I was saying, right? So you guys have a better understanding. This actually kind of just blacked out on me. I'm actually very disappointed. But, we're going to continue here. But going back to what I was saying, right, you got to figure out your target market. So a couple of things that you want to understand is, number one, who's your target market, okay? Who are you targeting? Because if you don't know who you're targeting, you're not going to know how to speak to them. You're not going to know how to create or develop a marketing message that actually resonates with them, that actually catches their attention, right? Because the more direct you can be with them, the more your message can directly speak to them, the more you're going to be able to grab their attention. And the number one rule when it comes to marketing or when it comes to success is to be able to grab people's attention. Because if you can't grab people's attention, think about it. How are you ever going to get across to what you want to sell to them? How can you ever get across to what you're trying to pitch them. They'll never listen because they're never paying attention. Someone who's paying attention will never find value in what you have to offer because they're not paying attention. I mean, they're not listening to a word that you're saying. So regardless of what you're saying, regardless of how good your product may be, if you don't have their attention, they'll never buy anything from you because to them, they never knew you were even there, right? So this is important. You got to figure out who your target market is. You know, when I went to an event one time, you know, one of the things that really resonated with me that one of the speakers that was on the stage mentioned was that if you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to nobody, right? Let me repeat that again because I really want you guys to really get this, which is if you're marketing to no one, you're marketing. I mean, if you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to no one. Okay, so just understand that because I think that small little concept right there is really going to help you go far in understanding what you can actually do. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, so once you figure out who your target market is, the next question that you would want to ask is, where do they hang out? Okay, where do they hang out? So, for example, if you're targeting people who are into fitness or people who are looking to lose weight, right? Let's say we choose Instagram for example, because fitness is really popular on social media, particular Instagram, right? The next step would be, what hashtags would these people be hashtagging, right? Because you can actually look up people or look up certain groups of people based on the hashtags that they have. Okay, so this becomes super useful information that you want to know because according to you, once you figure out where they hang out at, the next question is, how can I get them from what they're doing? Or how can I get them off of that website, which is Instagram, and how can I get them on my website? Okay, and this is going to be where you have to grab attention. This is going to be where you have to have the ability to distract them and to make you the new distraction. Okay, and I didn't make a mistake when I said that. Okay, you have to take them from what they're being distracted by, and you now have to become the main distraction. Yes, because that's really the game of marketing. It's distracting people from what they're doing. It's called direct response, where they may be scrolling to Instagram and then something just grabs their attention. Something just completely speaks to them, and all of a sudden they want more information about it. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, now you just basically got them from where they were to your website. Okay, but that's not enough. That's not enough because once you figure that out, you know, how do you grab their attention, right? How do you grab their attention? And there's a specific way that you grab their attention, but I'm not going to go into the specific questions because that's normally what I do with a lot of my coaching clients and a lot of the things that I teach them, right? But what you normally do is you want to basically, there's one thing that your marketing message needs to have. And if you're listening to this or you're watching the replay, make sure you write this down. The one thing that you need to absolutely have in your marketing message is empathy. Let me repeat that again. Empathy. Yes, it's not urgency. It's not scare tactics. It's not, you know, persuasive language. It's not hypnotic language. Even though that stuff is great and all, at the end of the day, if your marketing message does not have empathy in it, which is the number one reason why people would even bother to pay attention, or the number one reason why people would even want to learn from you, is because empathy creates a bridge between you and the user. And it allows you to relate with them to where they are in life. And also it gives them hope and inspiration to where they can be if they just push through. Okay, so empathy is really important, okay? So if there's anything that you need to understand when it comes to getting people's attention when you're marketing to the specific target market, your message has to have empathy. It has to have empathy. Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm targeting entrepreneurs. To be specific, let's say I'm targeting people who like Grant Cardone, okay? A lot of these people are very creative. I mean, they're amazing, okay? They're hustlers, they're entrepreneurs, they want to learn how to make more money, okay? And they're more open-minded than anyone else, okay? I know that a lot of these people, most of these people, are struggling with a couple of things, just like any entrepreneur normally is, okay? But I know how to speak to them more and more often, okay? I know that some of these entrepreneurs, one of the problems that they may be facing is that they may be speaking to people that are not valuing their time and they don't respect the value that they have to offer, which in many cases, sometimes as entrepreneurs, we don't develop posture, and we don't understand how to frame things in a way where it positions us as an authority. Therefore, people actually respect us, people receive the message, and people are willing to listen, right? And as entrepreneurs, I think sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. So I know that if I wanted to directly speak to them, I'd probably speak about a time in my life where I felt like no one was listening. I felt like I had something valuable to offer, but no one ever gave me the time of day. No one respected it. Nobody valued me. Okay, so those are emotions in there. And the main emotion that I'm looking to create in my marketing message is empathy. And what I'm going to use to grab people's attention is going to be storytelling. Storytelling happens to be the oldest form of selling. I mean, for thousands and thousands of years now, storytelling has been the absolutely best way to not only connect, not only build rapport, but also sell whatever you're looking to sell to your target market. So that's exactly what I would do. I would create a story that would elicit empathy, okay, that would bring out empathy. And I do it very simple. You know, I'll do it right now as an example, okay? Let's say I'm creating an ad on Facebook, okay? And with a picture that has to do with maybe something that resonates with them, right? A picture that represents hustler, entrepreneur, making money, developing wealth, things like that, right? So I grab their attention with the picture, and then once I grab their attention with the picture, I'd probably say something like, are you tired of people not valuing your time and not respecting you, even though you know you're great and even though you know you have a lot to offer? If the answer is yes, I want you to stick with me. You know, I actually remembered not too long ago, specifically when I got started on my journey as an entrepreneur, where I remember battling day in and day out to gain people's respect. You know, it just always seemed that people would disrespect my time, and that never made me feel good because I always knew that I was valuable. I always knew I had greatness in me, but I just didn't understand how I can get more respect. But here's what ended up happening. I stumbled upon something. You can say my breakthrough, because from this moment on, all of a sudden, not only did I gain more respect, not only did people listen to me, but I became an authority where people were literally listening and doing exactly what I was asking them to do. That was for the better of them. And they were receiving the value that I was giving me, and they were paying me a premium price to work with me. If this is something you're interested in, if this is something that you want to learn how to do, if you're tired of the painful rejection, if you're tired of people just completely wiping their butts with what you're sharing with them, and people absolutely not wanting to pay for your services because they think that they shouldn't, then I want you to click right here. So you see how I kind of just quickly just did that little form of empathy? It wasn't the best way to do it, just because I try to do it as quick as possible. But you gotta bridge empathy. Your marketing message needs to have empathy. Okay, so what's the next thing in automation? Okay, the next thing is what I like to call a skeleton funnel. A skeleton funnel is basically just an outline of what happens from the moment the person enters your email list, enters your subscriber list, enters your funnel, all the way to the end. There needs to be an experience. There needs to be something where you're building rapport with them, you're building a relationship with them, and all of a sudden it leads to the end of the funnel, and it creates income on demand for you, or like I like to say, cash flow, okay? Because you're selling something, right? How can you create a funnel that can pull on these emotions, pull on these problems and these pains, and offer the customer or the potential prospect a solution that's irresistible and they absolutely feel and need to buy at that moment? Well, this is all broken down in a funnel, because the last thing that you want to do is when you start marketing your product or your service, the last thing you want to do is everything manual. You want to focus on one thing at a time, because that's how you're going to be effective and efficient. So as soon as you got everything together, you want to build out a funnel that from very beginning to all the way to the end, it's already doing the selling, the telling, the building rapport. So all you have to focus is on marketing and driving traffic to your offer, because the funnel got you covered. The funnel is doing all of the hard work. This is probably the main important part when it comes to automation. Okay, so that is automation right there, my friends. Okay, now this is a very long topic. Okay, it's very how can I say, it is very It's very long, okay? And because of that, I'm going to cut it short right here. And I think what I've shared with you is enough. But what I wanted to do right now as you're watching this video, I wanted to invite you to something really special. Okay, if you've been on my list and you are interested in learning how I've actually generated close to $28,000 in about 3 months just from coaching and consulting part-time, if that's something you're interested in, you want to learn how to how to start having people pay a premium price for what you have to offer and learning the ins and outs of what it really takes to really get your message out there, then here's what I suggest you to do, okay? For a limited time as you're watching this is probably going to go down by midnight. And if you try to get in, it's probably just not going to let you anymore. I'm offering a special discount for you, my friends. Yes, the person who's watching this, a special discount where I'm willing to give you a break here, okay? I normally have a breakthrough session where I go over these things more in depth. I give you more clarity, and I give you an action plan so you can create the results you're looking for, okay? This is normally a 45-minute to an hour session where you literally get to talk to me, and I literally break everything down into pieces, into an action plan so you can start implementing it and start working it and getting the results you've been long destined to have. But for some reason, you've never came across the right person until now. So normally, these sessions go for about $600 an hour, okay? Let me repeat that again. Normally, these sessions go for about $600 an hour, okay? But what I'm willing to do is for a limited time, I'm actually willing to do you a favor and to help you out. Yes, that's right. I'm willing to shave off $500 off of the price, okay, today and only for today. So if this is something you're interested in doing, on the bottom of this video, there should have been a button that may have popped up now where it's going to give you the opportunity to start getting access to my coaching, and you can actually schedule that breakthrough session. And really, the $100 is going to cover the application fee. Okay, the application fee is what $100 really is. Okay, so I want you to fully understand that. And as the button is now there in front of you, when you click on it, you're going to go to a safe and secure order form where you're going to fill out your name, your last name, the billing address, everything that you normally need to do when you're filling something out. And on the bottom, there's going to be a section for coupons. And I want you to put, with capital letters, SAVE, SAVE 500. And you're going to see the price drop from $600 and it's now going to go to $100. So you're saving $500, and I'm literally giving you this practically for free, and you're literally stealing this from my pocket, because the truth is that what if this 45-minute session resulted in your best week ever in business? Would it be worth it to you? I'm sure the answer is yes. And if that's the case, what do you have to lose? I want you to click on that button right now, fill out the safe and secure order form, and I want you to book your breakthrough session. I can't tell you how many people have gotten breakthroughs from it, and countless of people have even gone ahead and created results as soon as the next day because of clarity. Okay, and that's what I want to share with you guys, and I want to give you guys that opportunity because you guys are watching this and listening to this, and if you watch this to the end of the video, here's what I need you to do right now. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, I need you to go to coaching.iamabusinessshow.com. Okay, one second, iamabusinessshow.com. Just want to make sure, okay. Yeah, I want you to go to coaching.iamabusinessshow.com. Okay, and if you go to coaching.iamabusinessshow.com, you're going to have the ability to just literally just fill out the safe and secure order form. And again, you can put the special discount, which is SAVE 500, capital letters SAVE 500. And you're going to see the price drop from $600 to $100. And you can schedule that one-on-one breakthrough session with myself. And I'm looking forward to helping you 10x your sales in your business and as an entrepreneur. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and do that, because I'm looking forward to listening and hearing what you have to offer and hearing where you may be stuck at and seeing how I can serve you. Okay, tomorrow we're going to continue with the second part, which is list segmenting. Okay, but what I need you to do right now is I need you to click the button. Okay, click the button right now, and when you click the button, make sure you fill out the safe and secure order form, because when you fill that out, you're going to have the opportunity of a lifetime to save $500 and get the breakthrough session for $100. So again, I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys a lot of neat things with you guys. I'm excited for you. All right. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Add me on Facebook and message me for more questions. Okay. You guys have been great to me. Have a good one. Love you guys. Again, guys, there should have been a button if you're on the I Am a Business Show and you've been watching this, or you can literally go to the coaching.iamabusinessshow.com to get access to it. Love you guys. Policy Q here. Pow. Low. You already know, baby. Let's go. And thank you for tuning in at the I Am a Business Show. I'm not a businessman. I am a businessman. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.